is really bad out here, isn't it? Kevin Spacey's out here grabbing men by the pussy. I didn't even know that was possible. Jesus Christ. You got the guy from Star Trek, The Next Generation. That's who he was. That's who we got. Well, that's more than that, though. That's who set it off. He's 14 years old, and Kevin Spacey coughs him at a party. Which I gotta say, by the way, for the record. Been to a lot of parties in my day. Never been to a good one that had 14-year-old boys in it. Not even when I was 13, you know what I mean? There was a kid with a bunch of hubba bubba chewing niggas like, oh, give me time, man. Yeah. Ironically, kid grew up to be gay anyway. Which means Kevin Spacey sniff that shit out like a truffle pig. Yeah, that's what I mean. And not the victim blame, but it seems like the kind of situation where the gay 14-year-old would get himself into. I know I didn't say that right, but it's true. You know why I say that though? Because I went to an arts high school. And like, oh, them niggas was gay, man. Like in high school, all
pretty good.
Them dudes was gay. And them gay dudes way more.
Watch some Dave Chappelle out on the deck, chilling, dick nice and clean again.
You know some gay dude much?
After that crazy rain we had yesterday, we put Dave on pause. Hope everybody's doing well. I thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys, and just getting at y'all because today was my day off, so I decided to run around, take care of some business. And I did. What I try to do is whenever I have a day off, depending on what day it is, if it's a weekend, I got to get up and get everything done by 4 o'clock because that's what time I get done, and I want to still be able to do what I want to do as if I'm getting off work. So today, I had a little bit more time because normally on a weekday, I get off at 7. I usually get home around 7:15, and then I'm ready to do what I got to do for the rest of the night by 7:30. So today I just got finished folding up my pants. I got some shirts and everything. You know, this joint want to get blown away. This joint on my face. You can find out what's going on. Cause I got air right here. Y'all know I got air. Whew. From the last time I was out here, I got some air and I got some bug spray. Cause we ain't trying to have that crap while I'm trying to do my thing. So anyway. So yeah, I got everything done. I'm waiting for my shirts to dry. And then I got all my pants done. I got my laundry done. My deck is clean. The studio is ready to be set up. So I'm going to go to the studio. I want to get in the studio by 9 o'clock. Work till about 12. And then get ready to hit the sack. So I decided, stopped and got me some wine, of course. Had me some fish wraps. Not fish wrap. Had me some tuna wraps. Bought me some tuna. Maybe some tuna sandwich, salads, and then put it in a wrap with some lettuce. So I had my tuna wrap for dinner. And now I'm just chilling. I on the deck looking at Dave Chappelle while I was cleaning the deck. But I want to tell you all about what happened and why I try to get along with black folk, but they don't want me to get along with them because as much as this situation I'm about to tell you is really not that deep to some of y'all. You're like, well, I don't see what the problem is. It's deep to me because it doesn't give me the opportunity to address whatever was laid before me. You know what I'm saying? So this is what happened. I got to the crib, got everything upstairs, had to go downstairs to put some money on my laundry card so I could do my laundry. So I got down there, put some money in my laundry card. Then some lady needed change for a 20. So bam, I just happened to have a little money in my pocket. I said, yeah, I got that. Gave her a change for a 20. So then when I'm going to change for a 20, I said, all right, cool. Let me go and get ready to go upstairs. So we're waiting for the elevator. And one of the elevators is down, right? So since was standing next to me, she was waiting for the elevator as well. I said, daggone it. We only had 2 elevators, and they only want 2 people to get on the elevator at a time. I said, but I'll tell you what. If I'm running late from work, I don't care if it's 20 people in that joint, I'm getting on the elevator. I'm not going to be late for work because I got to wait for another elevator to come by. And we only had 2 elevators instead of 3. We're not doing that. Even though we sometimes had a freight elevator and a moving elevator, but what happens sometimes is that get tied up. Somebody moving in, moving out, or maintenance using it, that joint is on hold. So if I got to get to work, I'm getting on the elevator. They can tell what they want to say. Somebody got to get off, I'm getting on the elevator. As long as I got my mask on. So I explained it to her. She was like, yeah. Bada bing, bada bada. I said, I don't know what the problem is. She's like, well, I heard that this corona thing is airborne. It's in the air. So it's not just about you getting it. If somebody, talking and it goes out into the air and it's 6 feet, it's worse than that now. It's airborne. Now, her floor was 4 minus 7. So she starts to get off and then she turns around and says, yeah, my sister is a nurse and blah, blah, blah. That qualifies a sister to be giving out information about something being airborne. So she says, so be careful and blah, blah, blah. I said, I try to be kind. Now, really what I wanted to say was, how she know? How she know that it's airborne? Let me tell you something. What I really want to say to her, which would have been a whole dissertation, is, okay, so what you going to do with your life now? What you going to do? You going to sit around and wait for the vaccine? Because if that's the case, you can't live. That means you got to live in your house. Why are you out? If it's airborne, why is it out? She's like, well, I see how you wearing it underneath your nose, that it can get in your eyes. So I mean, I got to walk around with a freaking mask. I mean, hey, stop the noise. I'm busy out here. Oh, they're firecrackers. Yeah. I gotta walk around with one of them face shields on to keep some kind of virus that's going around in the air that's airborne to go up in my eyes and my nose and my mouth. She's like, yeah, they closed down ShopRite. Now, ShopRite is a big market up here in this area. But usually I don't like ShopRite because, there's too many Negroes in there for me. So I don't really go in there often. I usually go to Fresh Groceries right around the corner from me. Yeah, I said it because I say what I want to say. So anyway, I was like, yeah, because it's airborne. They shut it down. Okay, fine. But Fresh Groceries is not shut down. Okay? Walmart is not shut down. Where else did I go? I ain't going Walmart. I wanted to, but it was taking too long. I want to give me another fan because this fan right here I need for the crib. I need a fan for the deck. I need a little fan for the studio. So I need fans because it's hot. And I can't be running air when I'm running the studio because there's a lot of power, right? So I'm going to mess with the power that needs to get to my equipment if I'm running the air conditioner, which is in the studio. Can't do that. So that's what she said. She said, well, my sister said that it's airborne. So be careful. And again, I wanted to say to her, okay, so now what? Because all I heard was they get ready to open up schools, they get ready to do this, get ready to do that. If it was airborne, if this was an airborne contagion, as she said it was, if this was an airborne contagion, people should be just dropping like flies, right? But there's no evidence that this is an airborne contagion. So what you're saying to me is, even though, I'm conspiracy theory and theorist, and sometimes I say, yeah, of course they're doing the geoengineering. They spray the sky with the barium and the metals and all this stuff, trying to supposedly keep the sun up off of us. So they're trying to provide this shield, that you won't, the sun won't be able to break through this barrier of aluminum and barium and scrodium and all this stuff that's in the air or in the atmosphere that keeps the sun from hitting upon our skin and burning us up and giving us cancer, right? That's supposedly global warming. Supposedly. If this was an airborne contagion, then we are dead people. Come on. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why do people want to throw stuff out there like that? Because you can't just say something to me like that. You can say something to some old underground, non-knowledgeable, don't have a bit of sense Negro, but you can't say that to me and expect me just to jump on your bandwagon without having some kind of retort. I guess I'm supposed to say, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's airborne and blah, blah, blah. No, okay, let's just go ahead on with your airborne theory. So if it is airborne, now what? Now the only answer to now what is you're waiting for the vaccine. You're waiting to get COVID. I don't even like to use the word because it's stupid to me. You're waiting to get the virus so you can take the Revicesware and Calicinair, or whatever it is, that's going to put you in a position of just having antibodies and you'll still be living. So one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to get it, if it's airborne, if it's in the water, I don't care if it's in the fast food, which y'all like to eat. I don't care where it is. How you going to live life is all you doing is worrying about getting this virus. I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me when Negroes come at me with some nonsense that they have not been vetted, they have no proof of anything. Somebody, yeah, my sister, she's a nurse and she told me that. Well, if she's a nurse and she told you that, I know she needs money, but if she values life more than she values money, she would just quit and get a job someplace else. Obviously, it can't be that deep because she's still at work and the virus is an airborne contagion. And she's around sick people all the time. So I'm trying to figure out, I don't understand. If she's around sick people all the time, and she done told you it's an airborne contagion, and now I'm supposed to believe that it's an airborne contagion, that means I can't sit on my deck, which I'm at now, because somebody might sneeze above me, below me, on the side of me, and it's going to travel for like 5 to 10 miles till it find RaJuR's nose, RaJuR's eyes, RaJuR's mouth, RaJuR's ear, wherever I got to open it at, and it's going to go up in my ear. And when I need to find out, when I need to tell, have you been around anybody with it? Nah. Nah. Well, how you think you got it? Well, some tenant in my apartment building said that her sister said it's an airborne contagion. So I guess it floated from downtown 6 miles and got in my ear, and that's how I got the virus. I don't understand Negroes, especially Negroes who want to act like they're important, like they know something when they know nothing. Because again, if there was an airborne contagion, that means you have to seal your windows. If you have air conditioners, you have to seal your air conditioners. You had to live in a hermetic environment so no air would ever get in your apartment or your home. How do you seal up everything in your home so this virus that now is airborne can creep under your doors, creep through your windows, creep through your AC? When you go to work, the AC is filtering air. You may not filter COVID or the virus, so you can be at work and get it through the air conditioning system. How did people get the Legionnaire disease? That's how I got Legionnaire disease, right? It was through the freaking ventilation system. Especially when the Legionnaire disease was here in Philly. So that COVID could be the same thing. You can pipe COVID through like Legionnaire, through an air conditioning system. You can get it that way. What am I supposed to do with this news you just laid on me like I'm going to believe it anyway? So what do you suggest we do, sister? What do you suggest we do? It's airborne, so we got to wear a mask in the house now. And we got to make sure we get the right mask, like a Hannibal Lecter mask. We got to get masks. We got to get everything. We can't go to the park. We can't go nowhere. You can't go outside. If it's airborne, then you're going to get it. So what made you think, like I'm an idiot, you can walk up to me and say, you see how you got your mask right down to your nose? It can still get in your face. Well, I guess it can get past my eyeglasses because my eyeglasses ain't going to block it. It can go under my eyeglasses, on the side of my eyeglasses, on the top of my eyeglass. If COVID want to find me, it can go through, it can go right up in my eyeglasses. What difference does it wear? I got to wear a mask. I got a problem wearing a mask, but I'm not going to live my life wearing a mask 24 hours a day and being scared 24 hours a day of getting a virus. This makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And I'm not looking forward for my savior who's going to give me a vaccine that's going to save our lives. I'm not waiting for that either because I'm not going to take the vaccine. But where it go? See, I've been telling y'all, you better start living. You better start living because anything can happen any day anyway. A lot of people take life for granted. They wake up every morning, they go about their business like everything going to be good. And then they hear about a friend who just, at the age of 40, just had a heart attack. Or somebody, you don't know what's going to happen. So you got to live your life on a regular, like it's your last day, or your last hour, or your last minute, your last second. You got to be living life. So amongst living life on a general, now you got to double live. You got to be doubly scared. And especially if you're not taking care of yourself. You got people still walking around here morbidly obese, going to the store, buying 500 cases of soda because they can't break habits. They can't break habits. If you can't break habits, you doomed anyway. Because the reality of it is, they can tell you there's a freaking virus in some Mountain Dew, and you will still drink it because you can't break habits. You don't have any control of your mind. You have no control over your emotion. You have no control of your conscience. You are run amok. You are led astray. You have never did anything in your life that you defeated something, obviously, that wasn't good for you. You probably still having the same habits that you've had all your life, doing things that ain't got no business. Ain't good for you. Ain't good for you. Which is smoking. You eating too much. You got diabetes. You still eating too much. You can't stop eating. What about my man Fife Dog from Tribe Called Quest? The boy couldn't stop drinking Dr. Pepper. And he died of diabetes. And he admitted while he knew he had diabetes, he still couldn't stop drinking Dr. Pepper. Patrice O'Neal, the same thing, died of diabetes with a stroke. Why? He admitted it on his special. Man, I got to worry about not eating cake and all this stuff every day. I got to try to work out and lose weight and blah, blah, blah. Yo, what you gonna do? Are you going to sit here and be scared of a virus, or are you going to start to try to change your life in other ways? So let's just say the virus all of a sudden goes away and there's no more virus. You're still going to have a bad habit of eating bad, still smoking if you smoke. Whatever you do, you're still going to have bad habits, which are even more of a detriment to you because that's something you do to yourself every day. Comedy is something you obviously got to catch. Smoking is something you do to yourself every day. Eating fast food, dirty fast food, that's no good for you. Come from dead cows, dead fish. I mean, everything is dead, but I'm talking about dead. That's not killed correctly. You eat that. It's crazy. So what I'm saying to you is, don't let some Negro come walking up to you trying to scare you into believing whatever they think they want to believe, because they know nothing. Because if it was an airborne disease, then this whole country would be shut down again. But they're talking about sending people back to school. I'm working. I know a lot of people starting to go back to work. Why they haven't heard it's airborne? Is it just her and her daughter that knows that it's airborne? I mean, her and her sister? So I guess her and her sister are the only one that found out this is airborne. So even if that's the case, so now what you gonna do? How you gonna live your life if this is an airborne disease? Tell me what you're gonna do to elongate the number of days that you got left on this planet. Knowing good and well, when you get upstairs, you're probably going to have a freaking 12-pack of Tasty Cake Crimpets up there waiting for you, which is nothing but dirty and chemicals too. Come on, man. Stop playing me. But I didn't want to get into no debate with the sister, because that means I got to jump off the fourth floor and really ask her this question. Because I'm sure she's selling this news to everybody. And everybody going to listen to her, especially Negroes. They'll listen to her. Oh, really? Yeah. Your sister working in the hospital and she said that? Yeah. And they're going to be believing. They're going to be tweeting and all kinds of dumb stuff. In the meantime, schools are opening. The stock market is doing very well. Thank you very much, stock market. And all this stuff. And the reality is you better start living regardless. You got to live anyway. You can't live in a hermetically sealed house or apartment. Is impossible. You're always going to have air getting in your crib. So if somebody walk by your house with the virus and they sneeze, and you're claiming that, oh, it's airborne, so it's not just 6 feet. Dude, she said, it's not just 6 feet now, it's more than that. So I want to know if somebody walked by her apartment, right? Because she lived in an apartment building, and somebody walked down the hall and they had a virus and they sneeze. Then the virus go up under her door. The virus going to go up under her door because it's probably not sealed. It's going to go up under her door into her crib, and she going to get, yeah. Y'all know I keep it real right and real cool. I'm here to dispel myths. I'm here to try to make you have a bit of sense. I'm also here to tell you, stop listening to Negroes. They know nothing. Nobody care about Negroes. They don't. Really, we don't. We last on the totem pole. Real talk. Because at least the Hispanic people are work for $5, where a black person will stay home and collect a check before they go and try to work for $5. That's why we moved down to the bottom of the ladder. That's why Fauci, the Nazi Fauci, and the CDC, that guy from the CDC says, well, we want to make sure that black people get the vaccine first. Look it up. All you got to do is Google, blacks get the vaccine first. And you'll see who said it. Fauci, the Nazi dude, and the guy from the CDC said, we want to make sure that the underprivileged, I think some nurses said that crap too. We want to make sure that the underprivileged and the people who are at more risk get the vaccine first. You know why they want you to get the vaccine first? Because they don't want you here. First of all, you create too much waste for what you don't do. See, for me, I've been working 32 years. I'm entitled to make a lot of waste because I've been working since I was 16 years old. So I can make as much waste as I want to. I'm entitled to make as much waste as I want to. You see what I'm saying? But they're talking about the cats in the hood that's just blowing weed every day and compounding a whole bunch of, waste. Everybody got waste, whether it's dookie or whether it's trash, got thrown in the trash can. There's waste. Then they talking about the people as in India who are just people who just sell their hair to make a living. Look, Caucasian folk don't need hair. Negroes need hair. So in other words, they don't need the unfortunate people in India who give their hair up to live to be living too. So they can get rid of them too. People in Africa who lives in a Swahili jungle and whatever, who don't have any money. Africa is the richest continent in the freaking world. All the diamonds are there. All the freaking gold is there. And the Caucasian, the European do what they always do. They lie, pillage, and steal. And then they took it. Why? Because black folk listen to anything. They came over there and said, we'll give you a bitty bit if you let us take your gold and your diamonds and everything that's important to your country. We'll give you $5. I mean, how does a country full of freaking black people, and I'm saying black because it's ignorant, how does a country full of black people who's supposed to be tribesmen and kings of their tribe and all that stuff give up their land to a Caucasian dude because he got guns? How come we as slaves didn't cut Massa's throat? Massa has got maybe 5 guns with 4 of his lieutenants on horseback. You gonna tell me not 5 or 6 Negroes could have sacrificed their lives for the 400 Negroes that was on there to go in there and kill Massa, the freaking horses and everything else, so they couldn't even chase them and kill the dogs. All you had to do was, you had 400 slaves on a plantation with 5 dudes with guns. And you're going to tell me you couldn't go in there and kill the Negroes, kill the dogs, kill the horses, and just free yourself? That's why we're in the condition that we're in. And we're always going to stay in that condition because we have no power. We don't empower ourselves because we don't know who we are. We let the Caucasian and the European tell us who we are. We let Gucci, we let LV, we let materialism, we let vainness tell us who we are. When we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. Fortunately for me, I know who I am. I know my conscience. I know who my conscience is. I know I'm a king. And I'm always going to be a king. Some people want to be kings, but they can't live the life of a king. They live a life of a peasant. They live a life of poverty. And I'm not talking being poor in money or poor in wealth or poor in materialism. I'm talking about poor in the brain. Poor in thinking. So we, one day, which will probably never happen because enough of us too busy locked up in a Black Lives Matter situation that is controlled by Caucasians. His name is George Soros. He started it, he funds it. Antifa, the same thing. Controlled by Caucasians and Europeans. But black folk need to be victims. So in other words, black folks need to be victims because first of all, they don't want to work. Most of the people that's out in the street protesting, they didn't take a day off work to protest. Them Negroes out there, because they ain't had no jobs anyway. If them Negroes had jobs, they probably wouldn't have been out there protesting. They would have had them behind their work trying to make some money for their family. But them Negroes didn't have no jobs. And them Caucasians, them Europeans, they was paid to be out there. So ain't no problem with them. They had jobs. Their job was to get paid to get black people to burn up their own stuff. And you're going to tell me that we got a little bit of intelligence? No intelligence whatsoever. So I'll back this back to the sister who got out the elevator talking about, oh, the virus is airborne and you can get it and it can go up under your mask whatsoever. Well, let me tell you this, Negro. I'm going to live life freely or die trying. I don't give a freak about the virus. I'm going to protect myself like everybody else. I'm not going to be sitting up here worrying about the virus. I can't sleep at night because I'm worried about the virus creeping into the crib, under the door, because somebody just sneezed because they walked by the house. I'm not going to worry about not having my air conditioner on because my neighbor might sneeze. It gets sucked up through the air conditioning, and now I get COVID through the AC. One day, black people are going to stop trying to be victims. Stop wanting to be victims. Stop taking stuff. Stop wanting people to give them stuff. And start learning how to take care of yourself and start thinking for yourself. Wisdom comes from on high. Wisdom comes from a heavenly realm. And if you're not in touch with the heavenly, you're going to be a slave for the rest of your life. But look here, your brother always going to pray for you. You know I get on here every morning and say, I like to thank the heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. I say that because I mean it. Whether I act a fool, whether I drink a little bit too much, or whether I don't, I still know when my bread is buttered. A lot of us don't know where our bread is buttered. Our bread is buttered on the internet. Our bread is buttered in pictures we take for ourselves on Facebook and Instagram and all this mess. That's where their bread is buttered, because everybody want to be somebody, and they still ain't nobody. You can't be anybody until you realize that you are a nobody. When you empty yourself of all the foolishness that you got within your head, within your mind, within your thoughts, when you empty yourself and open yourself up for what really could be shown to you and what you really are, then that's when you know who you are. And that's what it is. And rest in peace, my mother and my father and my aunt and my uncle, because they just, in fact, they're more important than George Floyd. Whoever your brother, please don't go here with me tonight, because this is the wrong night to be bringing up black people who got killed by cops, because those things happen. Let's go about the people who got killed in Chicago, which is near you, I think. No, that's not near you. Let's talk about the little girls and people who got killed in Chicago over the weekends. Ain't gonna be no big funerals for them. Black people killing black people. Ain't no big funerals for them, bruh. There you go. So who cares about Breonna Taylor and George Floyd? I care about them Negroes. I ain't care about them Negroes, and I'm calling them Negroes because that's what they are. They passed away like my mother and my father passed away. Those are my heroes right there. George Floyd ain't no hero to me. I ain't no Breonna Taylor from a can of freaking Taylors. Well, good, bro. Do your thing. If you care about Breonna Taylor and you care about George Floyd, do your thing. I care about me. I care about my family. See what I'm saying? I'm not into that Black Lives Matter thing. I don't run that game. I'm not into it, bro. So anyway, I'm just saying we got to start emptying ourselves to be more wiser. We have... There you go, bro. But you brought it up. I mean, I wasn't even talking about RIP and people who died. I'm talking about us emptying ourselves. Nobody talked about anybody getting killed. Nobody. If you want to bring up Breonna Taylor, FJ, if you want to bring up that, then bring up those little kids who got killed in Chicago. RIP them. Do you know the names of them children who got killed? Do you know them? I want you. You know what? Let's go, bro. What are the name of the two young children, 1-9 and 1-4? Can you? No. Give me the name. I need the name, bro. No, give me the name. Don't do that to me. I'm old, bro. I'm old. I'm not a fool. I need you to give me the name, and I don't need you to Google it. I want you to tell me the name right now of those two little children who got killed by other black people. You can't even tell me. You can't tell me. But let's just leave it off that. What I'm trying to do is empower black people, because I'm not black. I'm trying to empower black people to get beyond being black. I want to empower black people to open their minds up spiritually and mentally. That's what we have to do. And stop being controlled by people who don't care about you. Because there's a lot of people out here to stir you one way, stir the other, and you just go right along with it. And we gotta stop just going along with when somebody tell you that, you go that way. Somebody tell you that, you go that way, because you have no power. You have no power or wisdom to know when somebody feeding you a whole bunch of crap. We just follow right along. If that's over there, I'll take that. I ain't saying nobody control you, bro. I ain't say that. I'm just telling you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about we gotta stop. We gotta start using wisdom. Wisdom. There you go, bro. Well, you ain't gotta, FJ. We ain't gotta get personal, but you don't have to follow me either, bro. In fact, you can do what you got to do. All I'm saying is, I'm here talking to a group of people before you got here, and all we was doing was talking about people talking about something and something without any facts. And all I'm saying is, I just deal with facts. That's what I deal with. I don't deal with foolishness, never have. If you want to have a debate, bro, we can debate all day like men. I don't use profanity. You do. That's not my thing. We ain't on that level when it comes to speaking to each other. That's not the way I roll. So we couldn't really have a conversation anyway. All I'm saying to you, my brother, is I know you through fragrances, I know you through that, but I don't know you personally. This video is for people in a general's nature, and that's it. That's all it is. It's just in general nature. If you want to bring yourself to have more wisdom, not being stirred here or being stirred there, then it's crucial that you become nobody. So you can let something get inside your head. See, some people are so built up with ego, some people are so built up about themselves and being vain that they can't let anything else in to show them another way. That's why they can't stop eating fast food when they don't know where it came from. They can't stop having can't stop smoking. They can't stop doing things to save their own lives. No, all I'm saying is empty yourself so you can save your own life. And save your own life is not listening to foolishness, but learning what the facts are. And when you learn what the facts are, then you're able to debate or debunk. Someone may say something to you like, no, that's not true. I can tell you that's not true because I've looked it up and I have facts. But for this sister, and I'm going to end this video because my man came and, you know, it wasn't even about what he's talking about. It was about something totally different. But if anybody come to you saying something that they don't have any proof of, they don't have any paperwork or whatever, then just investigate it for yourself. That's all I'm saying. Investigate it for yourself. Stop following people around. Stop listening to people who don't have your best interest in mind. You know, and always look up something. Look up and see if it's factual. And if it's factual, then it's cool. But I mean, I just think that this sister is walking around everywhere telling people that, oh, COVID is airborne and you can get it through your eyes, nose, and all that stuff. And she's not even a scientist. She's saying that her sister said this because her sister works in a hospital. But the CDC hasn't said it. Fauci hasn't said it. Nobody said it. Again, they start in school. People out here driving around on motorcycles, whatever. If it's airborne, people are just going to be dropping dead pretty soon, I guess, like the Spanish flu. And I guess that's what's going to happen. But in the meantime, until that mystical, magical day happens, this video is nothing about nothing except to say, that's right, that's right, that's right. Live life or you die trying. That's it. And I'm out. Nothing against you, FJ. It is what it is. But we weren't talking about anything about that. We were just talking about people putting out information that wasn't quite vetted. That was it. I mean, take care of yourself too, bro. I'm out. Later, y'all. I got to get in the studio and work on some music because to soothe my mind, I make music. Not sure what y'all do. I drink me a little wine. I go back here, turn the gear, make a little music. And other people like it as well. I might even spray some fragrance. Who knows? It all depends. Take care of yourself. I'm out.